That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me fuck all that shit, just let me go. Make us no chaser. Gets the blood
from the heart of Europe. This is the most ladies YouTube broadcast and all the known land. Ladies and gentlemen, how time you see? This is Shop for the Point. D-Max is here. Hey, buddy.
Yo, what's going on?
And I'll explain why he's here in a minute. Up? And Matt, thanks for coming along. So I guess the plan, and what I promised, I'm going to have to back out of a promise here. What I promised was I was going to go over Michael Alberto's video, right? And I've basically been told there's a shit ton of it about Zaptai, right?
Yeah. It's over half the video.
And I keep hearing, although there's no proof in fairness, that this is done by technicals. Like, there's just no way. This wasn't done by technicals, right?
Right. I mean, that's what the word on the street is. Everybody seems to think that. And I mean, at least for me, there was a huge discrepancy between the first half of his video, section 1, as he calls it, and then section 2. Okay, buddy. You know, totally different kind of videos to me, at least.
Yeah, if he didn't write the video, he had a huge part in the research.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So basically, in order to do this video, I have to fucking basically do everything that I changed in the last 6 months. And talk about fucking, I gotta drop a Google Doc and talk about age of consent and all that other stupid shit.
Yeah.
That's what you gotta do. Pretty much. Shit. Fuck that shit. I'm not fucking doing something with technicals by proxy.
I can't wait till the Shop for the Point stream of high school contact. Let's go.
Fuck that shit. Not doing it. Fucking not doing it. Don't give a shit. Not doing it. But, oh, that's right. I don't have this. And then I'm finding out that there's an uncensored version coming.
Yeah,
Rumble,
yeah, there was a tweet by Alberto.
Well, I'm not playing that fucking game either. No fucking way. No way. Yeah. That's the biggest reason right there. So I'll check that out. And if it's just more of the fucking same, you know what? It's got, 4,000 or 5,000 views? Let it stay there. I have no fucking interest in doing this. I apologize to my fans. I did say I was going to be doing. There is no way. There is no possible way that I'm being dragged into that shit again. That's bullshit. I was the only person, and if he's doing this by proxy, it's really fucking scummy because he's already made these fucking arguments. And then I heard they're goofing on. He brought up a Tonka joke from 5 years ago or something like that.
Yeah, when by the way, the picture, the girls they're not holding hands, by the way, in that picture. But Tonka tried to bring it up as an own, and Nick kind of, Nick freaked out.
Graham Razor, why are you doing a show on this? We're definitely doing his content, I promise. Hang around. I'm not doing this. There's no way. I've given it up. All my fans know. Everybody at Donuts know that I've given this stuff. I'm not doing it. I was literally the only person that gave Zero the benefit of the doubt and gave Zaptai the benefit of the doubt. And I said, I think there's a road to redemption. That did not keep me from basically getting slandered by Technicals, saying that I had a double standard. Technicals is hands down the most dishonest prick that I have ever run into, and he's been punished properly. His relevance has been cut in half, if not more. There is no way I am arguing by proxy with Technicals. And from what I've seen from Alberto, especially on Larix's show, the guy's brain dead. I think that's it. So I apologize. I do apologize to my own fans, but for all the Sonic weirdos that I pissed off, then no. No. Go back to your anime. Wrong show. Hopefully Augie will do something. It's not me. It's not happening. I'm going to keep my promise.
Poor Sonic fans.
It pissed me off so fucking much. I said there's a road to redemption. People have to fucking be forgiven. That was my fucking take. Right? And he lies. He uses a fucking example of Vault telling me, hey, is this guy fucking, okay, buddy. What's his name? Mini Lad? Is this guy Mini Lad a pedo or something? And, is this guy Mini Lad a pedo or something? And Vault says, yes, I think he is. right? That's a real, yeah. And you know what? I got to be honest with you. That's not that out there take. And he used that to say, I'm a hypocrite because I'm calling the guy a pedophile, and I never did. And this is why
really
I
funny.
quit this shit. Fuck
The
that
mini lad
shit.
thing was brought up. The mini lad thing was brought up, but it was really funny because it was one of the bigger weird kind of like sidestep sort of like weird weasel word kind of language things where he was implying that Nick thought, like, Nick was basically asking the question on Twitter, what is the deal with like the timeline when it comes to that? And Michael Alberto tried to use that as him saying like, oh, he's excusing it or something. And it's like, that's just garbage. Just garbage.
That
He
he's
did- and it was, like the video was
fuck
just wrought with
that.
that kind of crap.
So, you know, here's the thing with this stuff, too. If you get into the weeds with this stuff, it basically comes down to who do you like more? Who do you like?
Oh no,
who
it's
do you like?
definitely it's one side versus the other side. It's like one side is of the well, I don't want to get into the age gap shit because like you
Don't.
said, it's AIDS.
Because we're not doing it, and
because
I'll
it's
throw you off the
stupid.
fucking show. I'm done with it.
But
You can give
no,
me
but that's what I'm
synopsis of
saying
the
though.
video.
Is like you either believe one side of it or you believe the other side of it. You either take the most charitable view of it or you take the least charitable view of it. There is no in between. And I think that anybody who watched this video,
And I
if you
gave. That's the
came
thing
in
that
with
makes
a
me crazy.
preconceived
This is
notion
what.
of
No,
this
stop right there. I gave Zero a charitable view at fucking first. Right? I gave him a charity, and I still was a hypocrite. So fuck them. I'm not dealing with those. I'm not getting into that kind of unfunny, unentertaining shit. The shit that's buried fucking just about everybody's fucking career that's dealt with it, except fucking Augie, because he's a genius. You know, I bow. I don't know how he's been able to do it as long as he has. Right? And I am not doing it. I'm too fucking old. That's 100% true. Fuck that shit. I'll goof on the lolcow, but I'm not arguing by proxy over a fucking age of consent horse shit. I said on record that I think people need a road to redemption. By the way, I did change my position on Zero, and I tell you why. Because there is a major difference between Zero and technicals, or Zero and Zaptai and Zero. Zaptai fucked up and showed remorse. The other guy fucked up, thought he was fucked, technicals bailed him out, and then he turned around and goes, I want to sue that bitch. He has no remorse whatsoever. And I got to be honest with you, was probably more deserving of a cancellation than I ever thought to begin with. And I regret giving him the benefit of the doubt. I regret thinking that he was somebody that could use a path to reception just like fucking Zaptai, and I have zero problem saying I think Zaptai is completely different situation on remorse alone. If you listen to that guy and you go to his fucking videos and you listen to him talk about this situation, he was, I'm sorry, and what did Technical say? Oh God, he was going to kill himself. Oh my God, he was going to kill himself. That's why he lied about talking to this girl or all this stuff. No, it's bullshit. He did, and he knew it. He knew it. And I think that's miles away. It's a completely different story. There isn't fucking a double standard. There's two different things that happen. Fuck that. And it's not happening again. He can fuck himself.
It's really funny to me that this got turned into a situation where it was Nicholas DeOrio versus Technicals, when the entire time it was Technicals making a video talking about Nicholas DeOrio talking about somebody else's allegations. You know what I mean?
Technicals made a video. Technicals made a video that didn't move the needle on Nicholas DeOrio and buried himself.
Right.
And then this is his, he probably thinks, well, I didn't do it right. Here's my chance to do it by proxy. Yeah. And I got news for you. The same thing's going to happen this time.
I think something that shows is there was a big truce, right? Between Keem and all those guys, Tipster, Technical.
Who didn't get involved? Did Matt? Who did not get involved in that one?
You did not get involved in this.
Right.
I wanted to make a point. Even you, a person who did not get involved in this truce, still didn't want to talk about it because you're done with this shit, right?
Yeah. Oh God. I thought he was going to make fun of fucking thing. I thought he was going to make fun of him, and then he turned into that shit. I probably should have known better. Fuck that shit. I discovered Minecraft sex thing. Congratulations, Sean.
Blocky.
Yeah, I mean, oh, fuck that shit. Fuck it. I don't give a rat's ass about it. Nothing. I'll fucking goof on Alberto like I promised, but there is no way I'm getting in the weeds on that.
Yeah.
No,
well, that was section.
Happening.
That was section one of the video was all about that. Section 2 was mostly about, it was kind of, honestly, I mean, the way I would describe it is it's basically laughable kind of schizo spurg out BS pertaining to everything, like just the whole situation of like Michael Alberto and his girlfriend and like the whole like fallout from that or whatever it was. It's like, again, it's another situation where it's like you either go with what Michael Alberto says is doxing, or you look at the actual screenshots, which he redacted from the video, by the way, made them all blurry. And if you see the actual screenshots, you know, like it's like certifiable that it's bullshit what he's saying.
So he
like,
lied by
what
omission.
Michael Alberto's putting up is nonsense.
That's another.
It's just crap.
That's another thing I keep hearing: lying by omission. I've heard that from several people I've talked to. I also got a message that said that he's recently, within the last hour, come clean. That what's his face edited it. You know, they edited it. Yeah, sure. I mean, I really don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with that. But if
it felt different, it just didn't feel it. Like the two parts of the video, section 1 and section 2, did not feel the same. And it's a little strange too that like the video was split up very, you know, like that. It was section 1 and section 2. There were cue cards, like it was an old commentary style video, right? But the thing was, it was only 2 sections. So, and again, there's a lot of people out here who are speculating that if Technicals didn't write that part of the video or it didn't edit that part of the video, he at least wrote it, right? So, and all I'm saying is, again, section 1, very different tone, very different like approach than section 2 had. Section 1 was
version.
it was. Yeah. Section 1 alone is actually you know, at least it has like proper criticisms in it and it's like little nitpicky things. There's things where it goes off the rails, and I think it's kind of silly, and I could go beat by beat on that, but it's like, why? You know, then you start to get into the
Lyrics.
debate.
I'm going to say
who
the same thing.
Says what?
Lyrics
who knew what at what
right?
point? You know,
Lyrics has been doing this shit, right? That's
what?
like Lyrics' whole thing. Let him have it. The same thing. I'll default to Tipster. I will default to fucking Augie. I will default to fucking Lyrics on this one. Fine. Jesus Christ. There's just no way on earth I'm going to do it. Here's another thing I want to know. Oh, this is funny. This is funny, and this I find. This actually, to me, it lends more credibility that I think Mike just did the voiceover more than likely, and Technicals probably did the video. If you remember, I did a stream and I said it's never going to come out. Okay, he wrote me back and he says, "Do you want to bet?" I said, "You know, what would be an interesting bet if we had somebody that took both our money, right? And we had it. We came up with the time, we came up with the date, and you know, if that's the case, the guy that has, you know, the $200 gives the $200 to whoever won the bet." I never heard from Michael on that. Never. Until the video was put out and he said, "Pay up." I was like, "Are you kidding me? I'm not paying up on a bet I fucking never made." But it also made me think of another thing. What are the odds of this scenario happen? Tech, when's it coming out? When's it coming out? Come on, when's it coming out? When's it going? And Tech probably told him, "Go fuck off and leave me alone. I'm now done when it's fucking done." Okay? So he can't take my money. So if he knows it's coming out, he could just take my money, right? He doesn't come. Yeah. He says, "Oh, he wants the money after the fact," even though he didn't contact me. He said, "Let's not do the bet. Let's not," because I had conditions. A, somebody had to hold the money. B, like a judge or something like this. I'm in their mitten area, and I didn't think that was going to be the hardest part because nobody was going to trust the one guy. No, and I'm glad I didn't do a fucking bet with him because then he sends me, "Hey, pay up." Oh, fuck yourself. You know, I mean, I'm sorry.
Well, it's proof positive that he didn't know that the video was coming out, because if he did, why wouldn't he take the bet?
He didn't know. He didn't know when. But the thing is, he had to say if it was coming out, and he had a date by then. And if Technicals was telling him it comes out when it comes out.
Well, that's why I think that's why it makes sense that somebody else made the video for him. I think that's proof positive.
Yeah, that's proof that he made it, because why not just take my money?
Right.
I mean, Keemstar did the same thing with Tonka, because he got information that Tonka was not going to be in the fight. Then he had insight. Then he made the bet with me, and he hustled me out $100. Why didn't Alberto do the same thing? Because he didn't know himself.
Right.
He didn't know himself. That was the thing. That I find interesting. So there you go. So I'm making a bet with the fucking somebody. First of all, I didn't know he looked like that. I'm not making a bet with anybody that looks like fucking that. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, he's an unfortunate look. He looks like Kermit the Frog somehow. He looks like an alt-right version of Kermit the Frog. You know what I mean? And I just can't help but feel like his girlfriend, who was cucking him apparently, or not cucking. I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be terrible, right?
What happened?
She was like dominating him. Oh, you didn't see that? Did you not? See that?
I heard. I thought that was just I thought that was probably a lot like the second half of next video.
Well, this is the issue. This is the issue that happens, right? Well, is like the small commentary community, like the Spondiles and the Alex Gekmos, make fun of Alberto, right? And then they'll get a retweet from Nick, and then Alberto projects everything that they've said onto Nicholas Dioria.
Yeah, doesn't this thing all come down to like first of all, Alberto keeps losing his YouTube friends, I guess, right? This is what I've been told. Is that correct?
I guess.
It was really funny because they were actually ripping on him with the brooms for a second there before the video came out.
So Fuentes dumped him, Tom dumped him, and for some reason he got fixated on Diorio. Is that
yeah? He thinks. Well, I can only speculate here, but I think he thinks that Nick is the reason why no one's like talking to him anymore or whatever.
No, it has nothing to do with the way he behaves. I'm sure. Yeah, it's absolutely Nick. He's way on. Yes, that's got to be it. There's nothing weird about Michael.
Yeah, he's a perfect baby angel, all right? He's never done anything wrong. He's never threatened anybody. He's never done anything. No.
Monkey D. Luffy, it's true. You're a huge fan of One Piece of the One Piece?
Oh, God.
What does that mean?
The One Piece is real, Tommy.
What is One Piece? What is it?
It's an anime. I'm sure it's somebody just donating because I'm here.
No. See, all right. So, yeah, there we go. So
come aboard and bring along all your hopes and dreams.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So no, there's no way I'm covering it. But. And put a one in the chat if you actually seen the video. This probably be better if you saw it already. I'm interested. You saw it?
Yeah.
Okay, so all right. So basically, I'm seeing all this for the first time. We'll go over his old stuff and see if it matches up. And I can't say it doesn't match up because I haven't seen the video. So I'm going to be a neutral arbiter. There's no way. Well, I mean, as much as I can.
Well, because you said that you're saving your take for when the true video comes out.
Well, not 100%. No. If it's the same old fucking bullshit, absolutely not. Yeah. Not doing it. Because if I have to get in, if I have to get away from my last season promise, no, right. I'm not doing it. Because same thing I said to Salvo. I'm going to end up like them. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be stuck in that horse shit. I was fucking honest and charitable. And I still got fucked, so I'm not fucking with anything they're doing.
Listen, I am not arguing with technicals
by proxy. There's no way it's happening.
It's up to the people. Yeah, it's up to the people that care to explain why it's important. You know, I'm sitting here and I'm looking at all this, and I'm like, this is just a mix of numbers. And it's like, again, depending on how charitable you want to be, you could think of a billion different reasons why people do the things that they do or say the things that they do. It's like, I don't know, man. You present the argument then. I just haven't seen a credible argument that would make me actually just care or have a full take on this.
I was just hoping it was be goofy. And look, if it was fucking good or something like that, but if it's just going to be through them, no, fuck this. Because I know, I know what's going on this one. I know. And I wasn't 100% aware until Salvo called in. I know what's going on. This is just a pile on. It doesn't matter what your takes are. It doesn't matter.
It's never going to matter.
Exactly.
No way I'm not falling for that
shit.
Look,
the merits of it don't matter. No.
Yeah.
You want to know, on Now Recording, we actually talked about the Turkey Tom stuff.
Yeah.
With the chest carving, all that.
Yeah.
Even then, we're still being called sweepers, bro. So it doesn't matter what.
It doesn't matter exactly.
It doesn't matter if you do an in-depth analysis on anything. You're still going to be sweeping. So you might as well just fucking.
Well, I'm not going to neg you, Matt, but we did actually legitimately sweep on there. Like we were doing the sweeping meme. But that's the thing though, is that these people can't. It's like weird, right? They want to play in the joke territory, but then as soon as you start to do the joke territory thing too,
then
and go,
they flip.
Listen, all right,
think
we'll do what you want.
You're a pedophile.
From a jokey way, they hate it. Yeah, they can't stand it. They don't know what to do.
None of these guys have fucking kids, and I doubt they ever will. I mean, Jesus Christ. No, you're fucking out. Yeah, I pushed out of this one. Fuck that shit. I'll deal with the fallout.
Pushed out or thought better of it, you know? Is it not courage or is it just a brain?
So what was the synopsis of Michael's video? Like, what was was there was it just that disjointed? Was the final? Like,
I mean,
why is he the worst YouTuber ever? I mean, I understand that it's a clickbait title.
It's just because so basically, what he says, at least in like the opening kind of statement he makes, is that Nick criticizes slander, doxing, and engaging with hack materials, but then Alberto says that Nick does those things too. So basically, Alberto, and it's funny because the first half of the video is all about the technicals beef and the whole situation with Zaptai. Mm-hmm. So really, when he says that in the opening part of the video, Alberto's actually talking about the second part of his video, section 2, where he talks about the slander, the supposed slander, the supposed doxing, and the alleged engaging with materials.
How did Nick dox? Because I feel like if Nick doxed him, it would be in my mailbox. It would be everywhere.
So I'd
be criticized for being his friend and all this other shit. Like, where was that?
It's the over-under of that, and correct me if I'm wrong, Matt, but the over-under on that, as far as I understand, is that there was a screenshot that was, somebody else had tweeted out some screenshots, and in that screenshot there was like basically a picture of Michael Alberto's girlfriend, and then Nick had
a picture that was public on Twitter. That was her
like a public
picture.
profile, profile picture on Twitter. And Nicholas DiOrio retweeted that, and then Michael Alberto uses that retweet to say that he posted a dox.
No, you guys can go watch a video your fucking self. That's so fucking dishonest.
So
no,
like, it's the dumbest.
So Technicals did do it. You know,
no,
that's like it's right out of his plate.
And that's the biggest thing he's got. That's literally the big bombshell that he has. And it's, again, telling because he doesn't open the video with it. He waits until section 2 and not a lot of people are paying attention. And again, it's just kind of swept under the rug. And my favorite part, the screenshot in question, he blurs the entire thing so that you can't read the context of or what it was, and never exactly says what it was that the docs information that was there. Like, I had to like look that up for myself, basically.
Well, I heard about, I think Seth told me about, he made this goes into what you're saying before. He made a correction on something, I guess some of the age difference, and Alberto says during the video, well, that doesn't count. Wait a minute. like you didn't correct
well, it's because
it's
because no. It's because again, he's taking the least charitable view. I don't want to get into the ages or whatever, but it's pretty much just the case that like if you believe what Michael Alberto is spewing with all of this stuff, then you could reasonably read what Nicholas DiOrio put as like as being like snaky or whatever. But what Nicholas DiOrio was doing was he was saying specifically what the thing was. It was just really fun. Like I don't want to get into the ages and shit. It's so stupid.
You don't have to.
But it's just cope. It's like a lot of that is just like him trying to point out
what's his view on the ages? Like what's his final order? Why is Nick like the worst guy ever that supports pedophiles? Like
okay, what
does it come down to?
Here's the actual full thing. So this is what I have written down for me so that I don't so that I can keep track of it because this is a mess, right? You either agree with one side or the other. You either believe Zaptai met a girl he thought was 17 while he was 19, or you believe a 20-year-old Zaptai sexted a 14-year-old. Those are the two sides. You either believe one or the other.
You know what Alberto's doing right now? He's on stream with Technicals. He's arguing with a fake Matt Pitt in chat.
That's
He's
awesome.
arguing with a fake Matt. That's not me.
Go fake Matt Pitt. Fake Matt Pitt W. Let's go.
You know who he's arguing with? He's arguing with Ghosty.
Oh, that's so funny. That's so funny.
It's funny that he's gallivanting as you again, Matt. You know, trying to take up your dead mom clout.
So basically,
God. I'm sorry to even say it.
So basically, what Zaptai did, it didn't have to get in the ages. Like, what Zaptai did was like pedophilic. There's no way around it. It's binary.
I mean, it just depends on your interpretation of what it is.
What's
and then
his
it comes
interpretation?
Down to your opinion on the age gap.
What's his final order? What's his interpretation?
Well, see, but that's the thing. He goes back and forth because it's different. At the very beginning of the video, he states emphatically that he does not believe, and the video is not to say that Zaptai is a pedophile. And then later on in the video, about halfway through, when he gets to his section of the video, section 2, around that part, he actually pretty much just outright states that, yeah, Zaptai's a pedophile and Nick was defending him. So it's confusing. I don't know what he believes.
Well, that's the thing. So he's basically, gaps matter, correct? And there's no wiggle room there whatsoever. You can't be charitable, correct?
Well, and he was trying to tie this whole...
Is that true? No, I just want to... Is that what he's saying? Is that the message of the film? Or the message of the video? That there is no wiggle room here whatsoever?
Pretty much.
That's what he's saying. Yeah. Pretty much or 100%? Matt?
The nuances, like, there's no nuance at all.
There's no nuance. It's just that clear. Yeah. So wouldn't it be funny? Wouldn't it be funny if fucking... So that means if this is true, if Technical signed off on that, right? That means he made video for a guy who's a pedophile. If that's true, if Technicals helped him, if Technicals signed off, and he's, I'm hearing that he, that Michael said, I saw a tweet where he said thank you, right? So if Technicals signed off on that, he just completely undermined his entire video on Zero. Then, if that's the case.
I believe that's fair. I believe that's a fair take, given that Alberto made a concerted effort to try to pin Nicholas DiOrio's opinions about other people. You know what I mean? So, like, if Michael Alberto is going to be saying that in his video, then he should be giving that same treatment to Technical.
Well, that's the thing. It's one thing if Michael Alberto says it. It's another thing if Technical signs off on it privately.
Yes. Yeah, that's
because
true.
that undermines the entire video. And what did Technicals get his butt hurt about to begin with? Nobody liked this fucking video on Zero. They thought it was fucked. which they apparently weren't entitled to have without being a hypocrite. And me too. And then I actually gave the guy fucking benefit of the doubt. Bad move, by the way. So it doesn't platform me, or I'm otherwise you're the platformer. I guess.
Oh boy.
I've heard that one before. So all right, let's watch his other fucking videos. Let's try this. Let's go to this. Now I'll try. No one's gonna believe me, so it doesn't matter anyway. Let's check his other videos, and then you guys can make your own fucking take. Whether he's capable of making that video. I haven't seen it. I'm waiting for the final one, and that's a big if. Something dramatically's got to change. And if there's like, we're not done with it, something else, fuck that shit. I'm not doing that. Michael is more retarded than I thought. Okay, should we do Sneeko? Oh, we got 20K in this one. The Birth of a Genre. I'm kind of angry video game nerd. We could do a bunch of them. Just flip around. What's the pick? What's the chat? What do you want?
Yeah, what the chat pick?
This YouTuber fled to Mexico. Scott the Waz. Backrooms near me.
Shuan Head plays both sides. I'm sure.
Well, he's right about that.
We can get his fun political view.
Well,
opinions.
yeah. I got to be honest with you. I don't disagree with him there.
Okay.
I mean, you could find her being on every side.
Oh
of
no,
issue,
no. I'm just saying, like, I'm sure that he's going to be talking about his political takes.
Is he screaming about Jews? That's funny. Which video? Oh, which video? The Shoe on Head? Shoe? No Edwin video? Shoe. Okay, do Shoe. All right, fine. We'll do Shoe.
Let's do Shoe. Actually, that's...
A fence
I actually might enjoy
someone
this one.
who won't take an explicit side in an argument, rather trying to stay out of it, or in some
She's not offensive. She's fucking grifter.
cases giving
Yeah, I
a
was gonna
little
say.
credit to both parties, but still not picking a side, playing both sides. This phrase and some similar sayings are thrown out to a lot of people, myself included. Sometimes it's fair to say, sometimes it's not. I think today
Sometimes it's fair to say, other
Right.
times it's
This
not.
phrase
I don't
in
know.
some
You
sense-
decide. But she's
similar
she's terrible.
sayings
She's
are
the
thrown
worst.
out to
That's
a lot
well
of people, myself
Hold
included.
on.
Sometimes
Here we go. This is a crew. That's the
Nightmare
crew.
blunt
Right there.
rotation.
Take the last guy, everybody.
Sometimes it's fair to say, sometimes it's not.
Yeah.
I think today
Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't, you know? Sometimes it's hot, sometimes it's cold. You know?
I have a great example of a content creator
Sometimes you feel up, sometimes you feel down. You know?
being accused of fence sitting. Someone who has made their career trying to play to two very different audiences. That would be creator and Twitter addict Shoe on Head. Shoe on Head is a YouTube
Twitter addict. I've seen more tweets from this guy in the last 2 weeks than I've seen fucking from Nick the Oreo.
What's the bar there? Like, what's the bar for tweeting too much?
I know.
who has been
Alberto.
around for many years. She
The only thing
appears
Sean
to
Head
have
is addicted to is conservative men.
Oh, that's who?
True.
No, the other guy she dated was like a lefty. I used to know.
No,
his
she's
name
like
was
she like
Armin Skeptic.
lately.
likes the conservative suit guys, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like at the big
Guys in shining armor, you know?
What's the guy
Back
that got
in two-
fired by Fox News?
Michael and Smaggle should go bowling. I love speech impediment YouTubers. Yeah, a lot of people
my
said,
God.
yeah, I'm going to stick up for him on the speech impediment. Even a speech impediment just doesn't mean you can't make a fucking video. You just got to take a lot of takes. I'm
It
not
makes
going to
it better,
bet.
actually.
I'm not hitting him
Right.
on that one. That's fucked. Even for me, that's fucked.
2008 on a channel called JAFS Productions, which was a channel she and her friends made skits on, as that was what was popular at the time due to the rise
You know, you really couldn't. If they did AI, you couldn't tell the difference here.
of YouTube's first
I'm
1
tempted.
million subscribed to channel.
It's every sentence is edited. Ugh, I hate that. I hate that.
It's like full stop every sentence.
Yeah, it's full stop every sentence. I hate that. There are other YouTubers that I like that do it, but it still drives me fucking nuts.
I
I'm
don't
not-
know what you're talking about, Tom. What do you even mean?
What are you talking? I mean, this is crazy.
Fucking Fred. This didn't go anywhere, and she would then start posting onto her
She didn't have to do anything. Look at her, stupid. She's
Yeah,
fucking
right.
beautiful.
I mean,
it didn't matter what.
You think
she
she's wearing that
posted.
choker because she wants to?
Yeah, yeah. Like,
current channel, Shoe on Head, in 2010. This channel didn't go that far at first. In 2012, the channel was just being used to upload vlogs.
oh, his voice is grating.
Each of the
What?
vlogs
The channel was
would
just being
garner
used to
around
upload
1,000.
VODs?
What a bitch.
Views.
Fuck her.
Nothing political yet. Her online career would not go anywhere until summer 2014, where she posted a video called Oppression Olympics.
Hey there, pretty
I remember this. I actually remember this. This is before I knew who she was.
lady. Do you wear heels? Do you wear makeup? Do you want to go on a diet and get thin? Don't do any of those things. Hey, I'm a feminist. That's right, a feminist in 2014 America. What does that
I believe it's almost 10 years ago. Oh my God.
mean? That means I want you to stoop down to my level. And that means don't go on a diet, don't wear heels, don't do makeup.
The video would achieve a lot of success, thanks to YouTuber Thunderfoot sharing it. A week after it was posted, it had achieved
A week after it was posted, I was like, oh boy. This is rough. This is rough.
50,000 views. At the time, Shuan had listed her favorite creators as Your Movie Sucks, Community Channel,
That guy's great, by the way. Your movie sucks.
Internet
Your Movie Sucks
Aristocrat
is
slash Mr. Medicare, and JonTron. She got into making political content at the perfect time. She made this video 1 month before the Gamergate movement
I maintain she could have done anything she wanted. Anything. You know?
would kick off.
You remember when fucking what's his name? He kind of freaked out over her. It was a Jarbo said something weird about her. I forget exactly what it was. Put it one in the chat if you know what I'm talking about. And it was pretty clear he was smitten.
did just make a
And I don't blame him.
video about Gamergate at this point due to how many times I've mentioned it in videos. But basically, Gamergate was an online political movement that criticized the gaming industry and ethics in games journalism.
How old is he? It's 11 months ago. How old is he?
Michael Alberto?
Yeah.
21, maybe?
Oh, I made this when he was 20. That's so high school.
It
Or maybe
remains
even
controversial due to harassment those targeted by the movement received. It was very
I can't even understand him. Say it again.
I don't understand. Like the brunt of this video, what this video is supposed to be. We're almost through what he's considering the intro, and the idea that he's trying to promote in this video is that she is playing both sides. And so far, he's just given like a history of her. And I get it. We need the setup.
Yeah,
or
you need
whatever,
it says intro
but I don't
right
see.
here. In fairness.
Yeah, I don't see like a through line in terms of.
Oh my
like,
God! I can't wait to get to this. What is populist?
Oh no.
Oh boy!
Oh, boy.
Oh boy!
Oh,
I
boy.
can't wait.
industry and ethics in games journalism. It remains controversial due to harassment those targeted by the movement received. It was very anti-feminist, and it was very
Yes, if you
influential.
engage with Gamergate, you're definitely a fence sitter for sure. Right.
It was the
Yeah, I
birth
believe
of
that.
pretty much the entire online political
Yeah, I never heard anybody say like, I kind of agree with Gamergate, but the feminists, they're on something too. They're correct. I think
Yeah, for
everybody
real,
should be banned
right?
off of YouTube, but Gamergate's correct.
Yeah.
content scene as we know it today, especially in the right wing. And with Gamergate launching the careers of many other creators, it would launch hers as well.
Is that what's his face?
Yeah, that was him. Oh, that's
Kyle
shit, what's his
Klinsky.
name?
Is that Kyle
Yes,
Klinsky?
Kalinsky.
Oh, there it is. Oh, okay, but he's on the hill. Okay.
Gamergate launching the careers of many other creators, it would launch hers as well. She went from around
So he was 10 when this fucking thing happened. Oh my God.
6,000 subscribers.
I'm fucking getting old, guys.
Oh boy.
I remember this like it was yesterday.
Jesus.
I remember I came out of the
Gamergate was
army.
his
I came out of the
9/11.
I came out of the army, and
Yeah.
I'm like, boy, I love this cultural movement. Things are gonna change.
I remember.
It was great.
I remember Gamergate.
Yeah.
A week
I remember.
after Oppression
We all
Olympics
remember
came out in July to over 40,000 at the beginning of December 2014. At the end of 2014, her videos were all
All
getting
right, I'm not asking you guys. I'm asking the audience. Does this sound similar to what came out yesterday?
tens.
I don't know. I honestly can't say. I didn't watch.
The second half for sure.
Yeah,
Second-
it sounds like the
it
second
sounds like
half
the
is
second
what I was
half,
gonna
huh?
say.
To hundreds of thousands of views. She was a part of what was dubbed the skeptic
I'm probably the last guy in the fucking world that should bitch about somebody's nasally voice. But I'm gonna bitch about his annoying nasally voice either way. Fuck that shit.
community. A community of many different types of people. But
It feels, you know what it feels like? Who's the guy that thinks he's a girl that thinks he's a guy again? The one that made all those weird videos? That Willie Mack took
Dylan-
up. It's got that kind of vibe
talking about
to it.
Mulvaney?
No,
Talking about
Mr. Not Mr. Girl. The one Willie Mack stuck up for that John Swan fucking ruined.
One Willie Mack stuck up for the
What was
John
his
Swan.
name?
I
talked to him before. Actually, I actually
Pie
he
Girl?
has something boy, and they changed himself to girl.
Pie Girl?
Pie Girl. Yeah. But stop making fun of me. I have the reading level of a 9-year-old. Well, it's not too. My reading's pretty bad too. But you know, you could always get one take and do one sentence at a time. The thing that is great about YouTube is that you can perfect what you're doing over time.
Right.
And even if you have a speech impediment,
you can edit that shit out, dude. It doesn't take a lot. Can you go back like 10 seconds? Because like he says something here that's really funny.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, like right there is good.
10.
Yeah.
All right, I'll start over.
All getting tens to hundreds of thousands of views. She was a part of what was dubbed the skeptic community.
The skeptic
a community of many different types of people, but all were against.
Okay, I love that. So she was a part of the skeptic community, which he says is has many different types of opinions, but she's also a fence sitter. It's like, well, wouldn't you just call that like, I don't know, a centrist? Based on what he's saying. I'm not saying like what you think like
it sounds like she
is.
took
I'm
a
just saying
like
from his own position.
Well, yeah, he's see, he doesn't. Yeah, that's the whole thing's
It's black and white.
She's not
Everything
being a
with him is
fence
black and
sitter.
white.
She's jumping over each side of the fence. That's not fence sitting. That's changing positions, which is what I thought.
Yeah, that's
she was.
just in opinion from position to position. That's called
that's
being
not
a
a fence sitter.
centrist.
Fence sitter
not
never-
everybody has to be on the extremes.
A fence sitter just never has an opinion. Period.
Right.
He never has an opinion, whatever, one way or another.
The SJW Menace. And nowadays, she sits over 1 million subscribers on her main channel, with every video getting roughly 1 million views.
Really? She got that big?
Oh yeah, she was huge.
Was or is like 11 months ago? What is she
I don't know
pulling
about
now?
is. Probably
Hold on
is.
a second.
I'd assume is.
Because I just, you know, I kind of when the whole thing went away, I just like looking at her. 1.7.
Hello, friends.
Hello. She's murdering it.
Yeah.
She's
Look
murdering
at that.
it. Well, if this is what I've been telling you folks, fucking just switch your opinions, change who you are. You guys make fun of Tish.
Listen, fuckhead.
But he made the right move.
That's right.
And if he looked
God.
like her, he'd be fine, and all of us would have been crushed months ago. You know.
And the second channel that covered the 2020
So the entire premise, first of all, the title nullifies the narrative.
Exactly.
Playing both sides.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Like it's stupid.
I don't think
it's a circle.
technicals would have made a mistake like that.
Exactly. You should have technicals write all your videos, Alberto.
That's too fucking
Be more
funny.
cogent.
election that had some success until she axed it. I don't know why, I actually liked that channel. Now you may be thinking, what the heck, Miguel? I thought you were the lore master. Aren't you going to tell me the whole in-depth story of yet another political internet celebrity who doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things? You just bounced from 2014 to
She pulls 1 million of videos. She doesn't matter? I mean, whether she's a total phony or not, maybe she is. Probably is.
She matters. I mean, a lot of people use her as a weather vane, honestly, because they do see her as like more of a centrist. Like, I'm not saying I
no kidding.
see it that way, but
the
that is how people
2020.
see her.
Well,
I don't think it matters what she talks about. That's my
this
guess.
Exactly.
You know.
video is going to be
That's
a
why I
bit
don't care.
different from my other videos. I'm not really in the mood to chronologue her entire online history. She gets into slap
You got off on the right foot if you wanted to.
fights every day on the internet, and I don't care enough to document it in great detail. Today, I want to examine how she has marketed herself over the years in a select few controversies, because I see Shoeonhead as an enigma, someone who I wouldn't expect to exist and be as popular as she is in this
Okay,
sphere
but
of
Alberto,
political-
would you go on a date with her though?
No, she doesn't like Nick Fuentes.
Oh, okay. She's not America First.
I think
enough.
she's a Jew.
Oh, jeez. Well, you know, nose
They're
jobs
all
are a
against
thing.
us.
Let me tell you something. She's a full-blown commie. I think it over. You know, hey, I'm just a man. A weak one at that. You know.
They're going to be
commentary.
debating about a different set
Shoeonhead
of numbers.
This is not the reason I started this channel, but the reason I get passionate about this channel is watching kids make fools of themselves with politics. That nothing makes me happier besides maybe an apology video. Oh God, it's so funny.
Nowadays calls herself a left-wing populist on her YouTube.
See, this is working for me because this is like I have to going over the fucking age of consent stuff is no fun. This is fun.
YouTube channel. Originally, she said she was a liberal and an egalitarian. Populism is a type of rhetoric that can be described as us versus them. The us being normal people. And
I don't want to get involved and runs a whole stream failing to defend frauds. No, but see, the thing is, I already did. I defended fucking Zaptai, and I said why he's forgivable, and I said why Zero isn't. So I already did this months ago. I'm not going to do that. I'm sorry, Razor. Not doing it. Not doing it. I already said why I have a different standard for both. One guy has remorse.
You don't understand, Tommy.
The other guy has none, and the people that I'm dealing with are as dishonest as fuck, and I do not want to get in a actual real conversation with people that are that dishonest. That is my answer. Period.
Tommy, you don't get it. Content is being a broken record. You got to say the same thing
over and over again, and getting those goddamn fucking debates and those. Oh God, I can't stand it. And look. This is not something.
Otherwise, you're a coward.
Well, that's the thing. No, I don't care. Like, fuck this. Are you kidding me? This guy called me a coward? I think I can live with it.
This is can't move on from
I can live with
They
it.
can't move on. That's all. They just get stuck in one thing and get autistically focused on something.
What did I say about? What did I say when I first covered this back almost 2 years? Oh God, almost 2 years ago now. When I talked about Zero, I talked about tech. I hear you building yourself in a corner, and this is where you're going to be stuck. What happened? Bingo. I'm not gonna do fucking that was my criticism of the technicals. I'm not gonna put myself in the same position. Fuck off. Call me a coward. Yes, I'm a big fucking coward. And I'm sure all you guys are tough.
And them being some sort of group of elite, rich, powerful figures that are screwing over normal people. It is
sweep up the ice cubes. I love that, Mickey. That is nice. Sweep up the ice cubes. Very nice. Okay, here we go. What is populism? Let's start this over again. I'm dying to know his take on populism.
Terry. Shoe on Head nowadays calls herself a left-wing populist on her YouTube channel. Originally, she said she was a liberal and an egalitarian. Populism is a type of rhetoric that—
Can't you be an egalitarian and all those things?
Yes.
Okay, all right, here we go. Populism.
It can be described as us versus them. The us being normal people, and them being some sort of group of elite, rich, powerful figures that are screwing over normal people. It is used by both—
Something telling me he kind of made that up and winged it.
the political left and right.
He does that a lot.
While populism isn't actually an ideology, it's a type of rhetoric, some people do describe themselves with the label, me included. When people describe themselves as such, it basically just means you're anti-establishment. Since me and Shu both describe ourselves as populists, I think this may be why I'm more sympathetic to her than, say, people in my Twitter replies or my live chat.
No, it's because you want to date her.
I think Shu—
It's because she's
Hey, look at her. I don't blame you. Fair
calling
enough.
herself a populist is why she's so successful in her current era of content. Her commentary can just be described as anti-establishment. While writing the script, I decided to check her Twitter timeline. As of August 11th, 2022, it's filled with tweets criticizing the FBI and CIA as corrupt and attacking people trying to destigmatize pedophilia who are in positions of power. If you are someone who has populist tendencies, whether you are left or right wing, you probably aren't going to disagree with anything she's saying. Actually, I think if you're just normal, you'll agree with
You can't disagree with her, and that's a bad thing.
I can't follow this. I'm having real trouble.
It doesn't make any sense. He's not making any
it's
arguments.
very difficult to follow.
One thing I find interesting about her Twitter is the fact, unlike her YouTube About section, it doesn't say left-wing populist. It says bimbo populist, removing what side of the aisle she's
That's a joke.
on and reminding the
she said it, so it's
she's
real.
a emo e-girl from like 10 years ago probably helps her gain more people who are either centrist or right-wing to engage with her content.
I don't care.
He's getting it.
Yeah. That's just well, I don't care what side you stand on, whether you're commentary bros or fucking pro Miguel over here. Everybody likes pussy.
On Twitter. Let's see what the topics she covers
Except D-Max.
on her main channel are. Multiple videos attacking pedophiles and sexual predators, attacking the CIA, videos documenting the downfall of American society, a video of her at January 6th. I don't know why she was there, but she...
What?
Whoa!
Wait,
What happened?
Oh, but she went there like no one knew that was going to happen. She went there to interview people.
Yeah.
She didn't.
What is he implying? Also, isn't he the America First guy?
I don't even understand the narrative completely because I'm confused because playing both sides and then she's a fence sitter, which doesn't make any sense.
Honestly, in this video, it kind of seems like Michael Alberto's playing both sides here. That's what it seems like.
Weird. I can't say one way or another because I can't follow it.
On the second channel, she would cover the 2020 Democratic primaries. In these now removed videos, she would rail against the Democratic Party establishment and backed Bernie Sanders. In these videos, she speculates on elections being rigged. Now, of course, since
She did remove those?
Okay, buddy.
Did she remove those? Is that true?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Good work there. I'll give him that one. That's funny. She deleted that shit. That's fucking funny.
Shoe-on-Head is left-wing,
You gotta give him credit when he's got it. That's funny.
there was certainly a lot
I'm sure he won't say anything interesting, but that's a good point to point that out anyway.
of left-wing advocacy going on. The second channel was definitely pro-left-wing at the end of the day, and her main channel is no different. Videos defending being bisexual, smoking weed, etc. I'm not trying to make the
But
argument
remember,
that
she's a fence sitter.
She likes carpet? Well, not when it comes to pussy. Well, no, I guess it goes both ways.
that Shoe-on-Head will be the AFPAC for mystery speaker, or that she is actually right-wing and based and red-pilled. Although a lot of far-left people who hate
It's like a 15-year-old boy. It's so weird.
her seem to think that she's far-right, which is pretty funny to me, due to how, like, delusional that take is. But she is pretty clearly...
Wait, what? What? I had to ask Nick Fuentes why my penis started to tingle when I saw a photo shoot, and he said it was your J-word people radar. Hold on a sec.
speaker, or that she is actually right-wing and based and red-pilled. Although a lot of far-left people who hate her seem to think that she's far-right, which is pretty funny to me, due to how, like, delusional
How much he doesn't hate the Jews.
that take is. But she is pretty clearly attempting to garner a
This is another fucking worse than the fucking thing is like where do you fall? You're a libertarian, you're this, and they go on, and all it is my identity, this identity, and the right wing guys do it too, tenfold. They're always like, well, I'm a conservative, an anarchist conservative, or other, and it's fucking maddening. It doesn't matter, and all it ever comes up. Well, don't you say you're an anarchist conservative? And doesn't that fly in the face of that ideology? Like, oh,
Anarcho-communism cannot exist
whatever the
because
fuck it is. Oh my god. Yeah, you need labels. You know why they need labels, Vicky? Because they have no identity. None. And everybody's paranoid. And that's a common problem with teenagers, but by the time you're 20, you're supposed to get the fuck over it. Now, when you throw in the transgenderism, there's more identities to take. In fact, there's a lot more. Sorry, D-Max. It's true.
No, you're good.
a larger non-left-wing audience, and she's been successful at doing that. There's a now deleted video on her second channel where she polled around 24,000 audience members of the Brainlet channel, and a lot of them said they were right-wing. I had to do the math because Shoe-on-Head didn't, but out of a total of 23,000...
Is she dating anybody famous?
Currently, I don't think so.
I knew her. I knew her
dating
ex-boyfriend.
some conservative. Armored Skeptic?
Armored, he wasn't a conservative.
No. She's dating him again?
No. She's dating some
years ago.
conservative guy, but she used to date Armored Skeptic.
Oh,
She used to
date
knew
Armored
her, yeah. I talked to him a few times.
was in
I think she's getting
951...
married.
What? Oh, good for her. How old is she?
I
She's
think
in
I
her
have
30s
heard
now,
that,
right?
actually. Yeah.
How old is she?
30 something. Either 31 or 30.
31.
Maybe 32.
On people, 5,629 said on the political compass they would be in the right-wing libertarian square, and another 1,370 said they would be in the right-wing authoritarian square.
You know why that is, though? And this has been proven, actually. There's been like studies about this. It's because typically, and again, it's talking in generalities, like right-wing people are more likely to look at like left and right. So it like him saying this is not like evidence to say that she's right-wing. It could be that she's left-wing and she just happens to have a right-wing audience.
I gotta be honest. I consider myself right-wing. I don't know the fuck I am anymore, but it doesn't really matter. I'd rather be attacked or defended over my political stances. But without getting too deep into this, I am for anybody who's anti-establishment. I don't even care if you're a commie like fucking Jimmy Dore. I'll listen to you all day as long as you're anti-establishment and not fucking like, stay inside, it's COVID, you know, or you're a fascist, you're Trump. As long as you're not that, I'll hear you out, you know.
6,999 people saying they are right-wing, meaning 29% of the people.
Fucking who cares? Let's go back to
exactly. That doesn't matter.
Is there an anime video?
Looks like that one, the weird Eevee. Oh God.
Boy.
Okay.
Oh boy! Did he get claimed on this?
Neon Genesis.
All right, this ought to be funny. I don't know anything about anime.
Neon Genesis
I don't know
Evangelion. Everybody loves it, but what is it about? Let me explain it to you like a robot.
I don't think I could be a neutral arbiter on this because I know nothing about anime. I don't know if I can do this. This might not be fair. Sorry.
Neon Genesis Evangelion has a really weird dubbing history, and a very controversial one for the English dub.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
In this video, we will be focusing on the English dubs for the original series, including its 2 movies, and for the rebuild of Evangelion dubbing history. From my understanding,
well, you see, the dub
is
actually the worst version of this. If you had watched the sub, it's the superior version, clearly.
I like these types of videos. I love it.
Does appear to.
I've heard that before. Who told me that?
People make these arguments.
I've heard that before. I watched. I can't be too hard on my like Star Wars, but
to go undubbed in English. Now I prefer
Star Wars is terrible.
Watch dubs, although sometimes.
Do you know what happened in the last Star Wars? They finally found Ezra, and he's like, "I'm not using my lightsaber." I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Oh my god!
I'm like, "What the fuck?" Yeah, because he's a dude.
What's up with all these Jedis that keep on throwing away?
Yeah,
lightsabers?
fuck this
What's
shit. No, he's like, "No, I can't do it." Like, and then I have all these people on Twitter. Well, he did it because he was rusty. No, they did it because they wrote it that way, you cock smoker. You know,
Okay, so you're rusty with a laser sword, right? You wouldn't turn that bitch on? You wouldn't fight with that shit?
This?
Is that what you're saying?
How about we suspend disbelief and let the Jedi Knight do the Jedi cool fucking shit that we're all paying to see? No! No! Unbelievable. Ugh.
I will have to watch an anime subtitled or just skip the anime entirely because an English dub doesn't exist. I tried to figure out a rough percentage of the percentage of anime that gets an English dub, but I kept getting dramatically different numbers for the number of anime that exists and for the number of.
My mind is melting.
What the hell is this? Like, I don't even know what this video is about at this point. What is he saying?
A lot of these numbers were also outdated, so let's just say, for the sake of argument, that a lot of anime doesn't get dubbed. Now that we agree a lot of anime doesn't get an English dub, imagine how many anime get 2 or more English dubs. For an anime to have more than one English dub.
This is stupid. He's basically saying that Neon Genesis Evangelion has had, well, I don't know if it's Neon Genesis, but Evangelion in whole has had a lot of dubs, and it's like, okay,
I didn't understand any of it. How did you understand that? I don't even.
D-Max watches anime.
Oh, you fucking.
Because I know what
what's
he's
the matter
talking about.
with you?
Tommy, you know D-Max is a brony, right?
Why are you a brony?
Well, it's a little bit more nuanced than that. People like to say that it's the sensationalized view of what I really.
Hold on a second. All right, fair enough. I don't want to misidentify.
No, you can press me on it. Listen,
okay.
I'll answer
I don't want to misidentify. I just want to ask you a question.
My favorite pony.
Do you like My Little Pony?
Applejack.
Do you like My Little Pony?
My Little Pony friendship is
You're a brony.
Specifically.
You're a brony. Okay. There you go. I don't know how much more I could take.
Needs to happen.
You know who else is a brony?
Oh.
Take a guess. It's someone that we just talked about.
Nick DiOrio.
No.
No, go ahead.
Well, private conversations to say otherwise, but I'm not going to look at it.
It's Michael Alberto. Michael Alberto's a brony.
No.
Yeah.
Do you know you could get your ass kicked when I was like my son's like 7 years old if you said you like My Little Pony and not He-Man. You know, like that would be like it makes you want to chew your arm off. I know.
Oh my god.
I was gonna give.
It's really funny because he.
You know what?
Michael
I was
Alberto
gonna give
tried to attack
Cowboy
me for being
Bebop a
brony.
chance because everybody's telling me that's the one I would like. You know what? I'm gonna watch it. I'm not gonna tell anybody. I'm gonna tell everybody I never saw it. That's my plan. That is my big plan. Absolutely.
Don't go for the live action. It's trash.
Yeah, well, I assume that. It probably was reimagined or some shit like that, right?
It's
Very
terrible. It's just terrible.
popular. The original dub is of poor quality. The distribution
Getting secondhand autism for this. Good.
and licensing rights
I'm gonna go
in
look at
English
trains.
/ English-speaking territories
Trains are cool. Trains are real cool.
Trains are
real cooler
cool.
than this. Trains are awesome.
changes or is
Did you ever hear that guy throw the big fit? Like, oh my god, it's a 1918. Like the guy who freaks out over trains.
I could see Alberto doing that, being like,
Oh my god, it's the Neon Genesis Evangelion robot from that one classic anime. My god, it's amazing.
No, you
It
don't
reminds
need
me
to
of Twilight
hit
Sparkle.
It's fine. Getting the damn robot, Tommy. I don't. Well, I like Transformers though. I did like that. But see, we didn't call that anime when I was. We called it a fucking cartoon.
yeah.
But they both came out around the same time, the Transformers and G.I. Joe, and they were both awesome like movies.
Listen, Tommy, as like an avid anime fan, I understand why people have misgivings about anime. Trust me, I get it.
It's the
all right?
people.
It's not like it's lost on me.
It's the people.
It's a preference thing.
Hey, do you want to know? When I was a kid, when teenagers, that's what the cool black kids read. They didn't read comic books; they read anime, and that was cool. It was kind of like it was almost like a cooler thing, and it wasn't considered as fucking nerdy. And then I go off to Iraq, and I come back, and then there's anime pillows. Like, what is this?
Body pillows. People are sleeping with their waifus. Yeah.
I don't get that at
golden.
all, man. The fucking a cartoon, never. I don't get that at all.
Yeah. There are people in Japan who have like straight up married cartoon characters. I don't know how that
Good.
works.
Not
How does
well.
copyright work at the wedding? Like, how does that
No.
work?
That's why when like Lyrics and Alberto get in a fight,
Somebody
they're calling
copyright
each other-
claimed my wife. Is that-
That's why when Lyrics and Alberto get in a fight and they're calling each other gay, I'm like, you both are gay. You both like the anime. You both have
Exactly.
body pillows. Like,
Have
come
some
on.
self-awareness, man. Come
Yeah.
on.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't.
Yeah. D-Max, you gay brony.
You're not wrong. I can't debate it. Like you're totally right.
Transformers Armada. I never saw that one. I only saw the one from the 80s. I saw it. See, I was of age when they came out, like the proper age that I was targeting too. So, but then again, I watched the whole series of. That's a Versus trying to say I was in the anime because I watched Star Wars, the Clone Wars. I've seen every episode of Clone Wars. Right. I only remember the last season though. Didn't Alberto fly his body pillow because he was banned from VidCon? Isn't that this is what this all comes down to? Because I keep hearing the VidCon thing. Like it all comes down to not being invited to VidCon. Oh God. Whatever. Sorry, Mike. Maybe I make new friends like Salvo, and you can go to VidCon together. Yeah. It's not like anything bad won't happen.
No, nothing bad. will
Nothing
happen.
bad will happen. Good luck with it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hang out with that cuck Turkey Tom. You know.
Carved turkey.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Tommy, sweet.
Did
We
you
gotta
hear that
remember,
guy
sweet,
fucking carved his girlfriend and said, "What a cuck."
Well, isn't it funny that I was watching Noel and he's like, yeah, so I hear that it's Salvo Pancakes and Tommy C and Michael Alberto trying to come
I
up
heard
with this
about this.
narrative. Like fucking
What?
Tommy
He-
C.
that-
Yeah.
he hates me so much, and this is not even the first time he does it. He always puts me on the wrong side, and he usually says something really funny. The last time he said that I looked like the guy that ratted everybody out at the end of The Soprano or Goodfellas. Like that's the type of guy I
Yeah.
am, right? And he mixed me up with Tipster or something like that. This time he did what? Say it again.
He put you on the side going against Turkey Tom.
Yes.
Basically.
Fuck Turkey
Yeah.
Tom. He's a cuck.
Got him.
Yes.
Fucking got him.
Yes. He's big. He's a big cock. Carved his name in his chest. Fucking and he drove his girlfriends to fucking Lyric's house. That's another one of my favorites.
What was the name? Sorry, I never got this. What was the name that he apparently carved into his chest? What was it?
It was.
Do we know, or is that a dog?
I'm a bitch in big letters.
His girlfriend's name.
Okay. Well, I just hope that it wasn't a very like small name, or I hope it was a smaller name rather than a longer name. We talk about this on Now Recording all the time.
Yeah, 3 letters. He's good.
That's a boy's name in Germany.
If it's initials, you're good.
And he's queer too, because that's a boy's name in Germany. Kai. You know that?
Kai. Oh, geez.
Yeah, Kai. Yeah, that was
one of my relatives.
Doesn't that mean God or something? Pretty sure that means like God.
No.
So he's just
it's a
carved God. He became religious.
It's a super common name over here. There was a guy. His name was Kai something. I forget his name. I forget his whole bit. But he was the guy that got you back together with your girlfriend. And I used to watch this in German, and he would interview the guy, and he would say, "I want her back so bad, and I was separated. I want her back, and I want to do this, and it was so great, and blah blah blah." So, what Kai does is he ambushes your girlfriend, okay, and he asks her if you want to go back. If she says no, Kai walks. If she says yes, they're reunited. But not after Kai gives the girl a real big lecture, and then. All the shows, I used to watch this show religiously. I didn't even, I was just learning German. I hardly heard it, but I didn't understand it, but I understood it. So it was it was better than Divorce Court. I gotta be honest with you. So these women, it was probably a setup. They'd be at a bar or a coffee shop, and they would look over and go, and they would say like, Frau Hellnitz, ich bin, and they would go, Hallo, Kai. Can I sit down? And then he would give him the whole lecture. It was the funniest fucking show I ever saw in my life. Hello, Kai.
And they would ask him to sit down? It sounds like an inversion.
They would sit down, and then he would make the case for the other guy.
Oh, so it is a true inversion of Chris Hansen's bit then? Like 100%?
Yeah, it's getting people back together. He did do other stuff, too, because he found this black guy, this American guy, who was, like, back in the 60s. Like, if you had, there's a lot of black American soldiers around here. And it still happened when I was here. A lot of white guys did it, too, so I'm not trying to pick on blacks or anything. They made babies, and they bounced, I could have done the same thing, but I couldn't live with myself. They made babies, and they bounced. So you had the same, the movie that's coming out, those 2 German singers, the one that was lip-syncing. It happened to them, both of them, I think, or one of them at least. Don't forget my number. What is their name? The 2 German guys that lip synced and everybody found out about it in 1990. What the fuck was their name?
Oh God.
Oh, Milli Vanilli.
Milli Vanilli. It happened to them. That's one of the reasons they united, because they were like the only black guys in their German village, And everybody kind of like, everybody looked at them the other way as like, oh, you're one of those half-breed Americans. Really miserable, like real legitimate like racism, not the fake shit that people run around with today, like legit racism. That's what bonded those two. The problem is they couldn't sing, So there was this one where this woman, and she was too embarrassed to have the baby, so she put it up for adoption. They shipped it off her memory, and Kai found him, right, and they reunited. Each other, even though she didn't speak a word of English, and he didn't speak, or she spoke a tiny bit English, and he didn't speak a word of German, and they united them after being separated for 35 years. It was
TV.
like, oh man. It was like, you see this woman burst into tears, and she's like screaming in German, I never should have gave you up, forgive me, forgive me, forgive me, and it's like real. And Kai's like just nodding his fucking head, fucking cha-ching, bitches. It was good, son. Kai Flynn? I think is that him? Hold on, let me look. I used to watch his shows back in 2005. I don't know what happened to him. Hello, Kai. Kai Flynn, was that his name? Yes, that's him. That's him. He looks old now.
Oh,
he looks old now. So he would have been.
I was imagining.
Yeah,
like an
so he was in his
situation.
30s then too. Right, because it was almost 20 years ago. Well, I used to watch.
I was thinking like it was like Punked or something, because that's kind of the way.
Somebody actually knew what I was fucking talking about. Oh my god. Yeah, so this is the guy that would come up to you. He's I bet he's loaded, because he's on. He went from that to being on every goddamn German show there ever could be. I used to watch a lot of German TV. It's terrible, by the way. It's fucking awful.
All right, so we've watched a few videos that were a little bit older. We should probably watch something a little bit more recent, just so we can. Because
I ain't watching
the last
shit.
one we watched
I'm
was like
done.
2 years ago.
Fuck all y'all.
That's it.
I'm done.
All right, fine.
My brain
Fair enough.
melted. I am not getting an argument by proxy. I am not getting the age thing. I'm not doing the fucking pedophile thing. Call me a coward all you want. Fuck off. Fuck off. I'm being consistent. Fuck that shit.
Again, it's not cowardice. It's having a brain.
Maybe it is cowardice. I don't care. He can be whatever the fuck it wants to be. He can be sweeping for all I care. I ain't doing it. Fuck off.
It doesn't.
You know.
That's what I'm saying. Is it doesn't matter. Like, yeah, no, I agree with that. It doesn't matter whether or not it's cowardice, but I'm just saying it doesn't have to be. It's like like the facts are facts. Nothing's changed.
Let me ask you something when it comes to the cowardness thing. All right, because I joined the army at the height of the Iraq War. What is Michael Alberto and Technicals going to do to me? Then, if the Iraqis actually caught me or took me when I was going off post, what would he do to me the worse than them?
I don't know. I don't think
nothing. Exactly. I don't give a fuck. You know.
I was gonna say you probably listen to the Iraqis.
Nothing. Not a fucking thing. So you call me pussy all you like. You know. Fuck that shit. I don't want to end up like fucking Salvo. I don't want to end up fucking hanging around people that dox people. I don't want to end up dishonest and disrespected and unrespected as Technicals. And I don't want to look like Michael Alberto. Bingo. There you go. And that's all that hole leads down. And it's like you said, you cover it, you're sweeping. You don't cover it, you're sweeping. Fuck it. Think what you like. Fuck that
I'm
shit.
so sick.
And maybe watch anime. That's
people
enough, Toxic Dome. That's enough. Enough is enough. Tommy Rand, first in years. Oh, God, I've been accused of running before. Fuck that. I got accused of running from, what's his name? Because I wouldn't fucking shit on, and that's what this whole thing feels like. I wouldn't shit on Kraut. And I'm glad I didn't. And all the people that called me what?
Talk about me or you're running away.
Yeah. I wouldn't shit on Kraut. I wouldn't throw him under the bus. Which that's the whole thing when Salvo called in the other day. It was just I'm gonna intimidate you into jumping on our fucking bandwagon. Not wrong guy. Wrong fucking guy.
That's all they do.
Yeah, wrong guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I'm not interested in that. I don't want to end up like, because when you put yourself in a corner, when you become a legitimate degenerate, if you become the guy that I like to kind of goof on, then you can't goof on anybody anymore. It's kind of like what happened to Edwin. He courted all the SJWs or the fucking, all those weirdo women, and he can't be funny. He can't tell a joke. I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to do that. I want to be able to tell a joke. Fuck that shit. We could do more raid streaks. I don't want to raid anybody. Fuck that shit. You're on next payroll. Yeah, he owes me money too. Fucking, I want a fucking new arcade one up. I fucking don't care. In fact, I've never been funny. Oh, tears. I think I did good today. Should I take a call? Oh, so what's the Sims man's been here forever. Sim man, what do you got?
Yo, I wanted to know, why are you charging at this so headstrong, man?
What? What? What'd you say?
Is that right?
Oh, dude, like I'm tired of hearing about it. No more about this Zaptai shit. I'm done with it.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, well, that's another thing. All this shit's been answered, as far as I know, and I certainly gave my take on it 2 years ago. So now it's another.
I can't stand the fact that this is all like 2 years old stuff, and they're just bringing it up over and over and over again. But they don't even.
I was there when Tonka called Nick a bitch for crying about his fucking ex-girlfriend or some shit like that. I was there.
Wait, I want to make this point. I want to make this point because this is important too. Michael Alberto in the video does a 1 minute and 30-second redress of Nick's last comments about the whole situation and does not actually address anything that is in there. He says that it's cope, and then he says that Nick saying you're telling people to go watch Turkey Tom's video on it is biased. Like Turkey Tom is biased because they're connected. That's the two things that he says about the final response. It's stupid.
So you know right there that it's not a fucking honest critique.
No,
like that proves it. That proves it right there. It's not an honest critique anyway. And you know what? You know what? So what? You know what? I don't care if it's an honest critique. He can do whatever the fuck. He make fucking 600 videos on Nick. I don't give a rat's ass. That's Nick's fucking problem, and I doubt it's much of a problem for him, right? But so if you can't argue, it's just like if you cover it, you're sweeping. If you don't cover it, you're not. If you don't platform me, you're a coward. If you won't put me, fuck that shit. I don't want to be around a bunch of weirdos. I don't want to sell you my shit. And that's exactly what it does. It sells your shit. You get boxed in, and next thing you know, you're fucking on a panel. Fuck it. I don't want to be on a panel.
Like the weird thing though is that I was watching like maybe what was it the last maybe 10 minutes of like his stream with technicals. He's like comes in, watches your stream, and he's like, "What are they watching the shoe on head?" That's
what I was hoping. I was praying to death. I was praying that would happen. So it kind of worked.
Exactly. Yeah, it totally worked. Hook, line, and sinker.
Oh, fucking funny. Why
it just tells me that this man does no research. He can't think.
Well, why? Somebody else is gonna do it for you. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Just pay somebody else to do it.
Yeah, I'm not getting in an honest conversation with dishonest people. Fuck that shit. I'm not getting a conversation with characters and Andy Kaufman wannabes. No, it's not happening. Fuck that. If I'm gonna get honest, it's gonna be an honest person.
Right.
You know, because that's why I give like Femios more of a chance than I would give like. And as soon as I find out road, like I'll hear people out if they're gonna. But like, first of all, then it turns that turns into a fucking debate.
Yeah. And you know what? I'm glad that you're not going to talk about Michael Alberto anymore because it'd be considered bullying because he's a brony.
Oh, I didn't say that.
You're not allowed to do
I didn't say that.
That's why
I didn't say that. I didn't say it was
No. As a brony myself, I give Tommy full authority to bully any bronies he wants.
I didn't say that. I don't want to do it again. But there's no way I'm doing proxy shit. No, fuck that shit. Oatbag, Rexon, St. Cloud, Cody, Everborn, Nesquick, Reynold Hughes. Thanks so much. I also saw some donations from you on top of that. I do appreciate it. Tommy C's Cat and Pinklington. All you guys, if you get your thing, we can. I'll even take a call or two if you want. We're doing the second half of the Yuma 5. It's a story. It's a big mystery about a bunch of retards that got lost and nobody can figure out why they died in the snow. Come check it out. It's on right after the show. Anything else?
No, you have a good one, man. I'm gonna bounce.
Okay. What's that? The Discord link for calls is broken. I don't know. I don't know what that is. Who's that? Whatever. The Discord link for calls. Really?
I don't know.
How could that be?
No clue.
Well, you're supposed to. What is this? The description one doesn't work. I'll take care of it for the next one. Thank you. Oh wow, he's right. Wait a minute, is that it? Yes.
Is it the same one as this?
Invalid.
That I put in the chat.
Ask 10 sheet for. Yeah. Put the new one in the chat. I guess I'll fix it tomorrow.
Does it work? Does this one in the chat work?
The one.
Oh wait, that's your donation. My bad. Whoops.
Donate anyway.
Yeah, donate anyway.
Let's see. All right, how about this? Does this work, guys?
There you go. Try that one. Yeah, how could that not work? It's a permanent one.
Weird. That's happened to me too before, though.
Oh yeah, maybe it is. Yeah. All right, it's in the chat, guy. There you go. So I'll wait a second or two because I really want to. I'll put JFA. That'll kill some time. JFA, what's up?
JFA, did you hear? There's a Michael Alberto video out. Oh my God, you gotta hear about it, Michael. Oh, JFA, have you heard about it? JFA, you're awfully quiet. Is your Wi-Fi okay coming in from High
Are you sweeping, JFA?
Are you? Oh, JFA sweeping over here.
Sweeping.
JFA, your audio sounds terrible right now. What's going on?
Tommy, this motherfucker said he's like, I got some news for you, bro. And I'm like, all right, get into waiting. And I pull him in. He's like, yeah, the Michael Alberto video just dropped.
No. And then I love it because then you say fuck you, and then you remove him from the call, and then this little bitch JFA goes on Peepaw in the morning and talks all sorts of shit on you, saying that you're a bad guy, Matt. How do you like that?
Yeah. Very bad.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
are you done? Do you have anything? Do you have anything? JFA?
Dad?
Yes. No.
Yes.
No, not to add. To fucking talk about anime. Of course.
Of course. Well, you know, the waiting the calls works. Just let me know.
I hate
wow,
him.
he got it.
I really hate him. I hate him. I've always hated him. I don't know if I hate him more. I hate Running Riot or him. I can't decide. All right.
Well, he gets really mad when you say that he lives in an IHOP for some reason. I don't know why.
Really?
But
Tin Sheet, you're on the air.
Really mad when you say that.
Tin Sheet, you're on. What's up?
Oh yeah, here. I just want to ask, what's your opinion on Mr. Medicare? Because I know the IBS.
He goofed on me. I hate him.
No.
Probably the greatest commentator ever. hands down. I have to, even though he goofed on me, I have to say that he's probably the best ever.
Okay. And would you be interested in streaming with Godwinson?
What?
Would you be interested in streaming with Godwinson? He's like
I don't know who that is. No, I don't know.
You know PPP? Do you know who PPP is?
Yeah, I've heard of PPP. He's pretty funny.
He's the guy who taught PPP.
PPP still doing a podcast with Worski?
Yeah.
Yes, unfortunately.
Yeah. Oh, why? Why you don't like that? Because Worski hates me.
PPP started his show talking about, for 3 years, he said anybody who makes money was evil.
Yeah, I remember that.
Ever make money.
Till he started making money.
And
and then he started making money.
Good for him. Good for him.
And he bans people from his chat, and he used
bring it up.
like scream about people, Ralph banned people from chat. He just betrayed all his principles. It's a complete 180.
I like money. I don't care. I don't care if you betrayed his principle. I think it's a stupid principle to have. Like, make money if you can make money. I don't give a shit. I'm not much into purity tests. No matter.
There a time where like people were giving YouTubers shit for having Patreons and stuff like that.
Oh my god, I remember that. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh
Damn,
god,
times change, huh?
I came out the first. I was one of the first guys that just got through that hole. Where they just started saying I don't give a fuck, because Keem was a big proponent of that. You can't make money on YouTube and have a Patreon too. But then the yellow thing came out. Then Keem said it was okay. Thank you, Keem.
Are you? Because I know you and Keemstar have gone back and forth. Where are you with him now?
We're very good. We've been good since 2019. He tried to get me a podcast, but some guy fucked it up for us.
Okay, and are you like good with Nicholas Diorio?
Yeah, I'm good with Nick.
Where you been, under a rock?
Yeah, me and Nick had a falling out about a year ago.
Okay.
I wouldn't talk about that either. I was a big coward. I swept it. I wouldn't throw Nick under the bus after I threw him under the bus. I wouldn't talk about it. There you go. Anything else?
That's all. Thanks.
I don't think I'm the streamer for you. I'm not like, I hate the debate stuff, no matter what side. Even if I agree with the debate, I don't care. I'm in it for the yucks, buddy. I try my best. I am what Salvo tried to be and failed. There you go. All right, Seth. Seth.
Oh, Seth.
Yeah.
What do you need? How you doing?
Can I tell you about something?
I know you're a Jew. I don't know if you can. Go ahead.
Yo, whoa, what's that supposed to
I don't know. I'm trying to appease all the Michael Alberto fans. I don't want them to unsub.
Okay. Let me appease them, okay?
Okay.
I kind of think Michael Alberto is a little bit sexy. I ain't gonna lie.
Really? Well, I could probably.
Is this before or after you finish your date with Jalen in Minecraft?
This is after the Jalen date.
You think he's sexy?
I'm more open to dating.
Seth, can you just like unfurl the long list of people that you're apparently dating in commentary? Can you like do that for us right now? Like, who are you and aren't you?
Michael Alberto could fit between your tits. I mean, I'm not even kidding you. Like,
yeah,
they're fucking ginormous.
That's it. Like, I think I'm started like after joining this community. I think I'm attracted to losers, dude.
Yes, stop it.
Yeah.
You're very.
Dude, I don't know. There's something about that little lisp, that little homosexual lisp of his.
Why don't you I don't understand. Like, you had all those good-looking army guys, and you're fucking Danish to boot. I told you what happened when me and my wife got married in Copenhagen, right? And my wife tapped me on the shoulder, and she said, "Are you looking at other women?" And we were married like 15 minutes, right? I got to tell the story. I know you heard this, but I'm telling them. And I said, "No." She says, "Well, I'm looking at the men." And because they're that good looking up there. They're beautiful. The farther you go north, the better looking the women are. And I guess apparently the men too. Beautiful.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. I don't know.
Why
It's
don't you
something
date one
about
of them?
being in this community.
Why? I feel guilty that I dragged you into this. I do.
Yeah, you should.
I do.
Yeah,
well, you can always.
Matt is like, why did you do this?
You can always stop it.
I don't understand. So Seth, you think that Michael Alberto is attractive now? You want to?
I think he's a little bit attractive.
You want to go clopping with him? Okay.
I can save him.
You can. Oh, you think you can fix him?
I think Turkey.
Yeah, I can fix him, D-Mac.
I think Turkey Tom thought that too.
Well, that's
another
guy. That's a guy I can't save.
No, Turkey Tom. No, Turkey Tom doesn't need saving. He's doing just dandy.
His girlfriend is smoking hot though.
Turkey Tom's?
Yeah.
I've never seen Kai. I don't know what she looks like.
Oh, she's hot. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm not going to comment.
I'd kill several people just to like look at her titties.
Really? Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to take the last call, and we're going to call it a day. Take care.
Mhm.
Bye-bye. Soul, very sorry. You're on the air. Go.
Hey, I got two comments. One,
Sure.
I go Alberto. I'm sorry.
I'm listening. You're sorry. Okay,
Your name is so very sorry. So yeah.
Okay.
It was all playing backwards. Sorry, I still get confused with that.
Okay.
No, Alberto. I thought he was gay. I thought he didn't he have a hookup session with Edwin?
Well,
no.
I think you're thinking of somebody else, man.
No. I could have sworn that those two went to a club.
I don't know.
I'm
not doing what they do. No, that's not.
No.
That's not the case. All right.
I'm sorry, baby's just a weed. I'm sorry.
Maybe.
And the second thing is Turkey Tom's girlfriend. I've seen her. She's aight, but
She's not
nothing
fine.
really special.
I don't know. I'm not gonna fucking. I'll talk about Seth's tits, but I'm not talking about Turkey Tom's. I'll talk about Seth's tits, but because I know her, but I don't know Turkey Tom's girlfriend. So. Whatever.
Well, that's pretty much all I had to say.
All right, take
so
care.
I got nothing really much else.
Thanks for the call.
See you later.
Appreciate it. All right, we're done. I think we're done, and all that good stuff. I hope you guys had a good time. I thought you had fun. I appreciate the fans and all that other stuff. You guys have been really, really cool lately. I hope I've improved things. I've done extra streams and shit like that. Oh, last thing, everybody that's in here, give me a fucking chance. I did like a little story time on my channel here. Please check out Worst Kid Ever, story time, the child that starved his pets. Please check this right now. I'm going to put it in the chat. I'm going to do the fucking map pit right now. Check this out now. I think it's a pretty funny story if you didn't catch it already. If you did, watch it anyway. I need the money. Let's just be honest here. All right? I need the money. I'm a big loser. All right, everybody. You guys have a great one. Good night and good luck, as they used to say. And after show, right after this, all about retards. Peace.